Hey, hey, taking a look at the Demon Hunter class today. Demon Hunter, really a class that I feel like is underrepresented, underplayed on the ladder currently. Specifically, taking a look at the Fell Demon Hunter list because I feel like this is kind of where the deck should be going, what we should be playing, and what we should be trying to really refine and optimize as we move forward in this new meta, all thanks to the buff patch. The decks that I'm seeing out there, first of all, just not seeing a lot of Demon Hunter. What I do see is these Death Rattle Demon Hunter lists, and then also still seeing people trying to make use of Brute and the Demon Hunter quest. I feel like that Fell Demon Hunter really is the way to go now, just because the decks that I'm playing against have become more board-based, and this deck performs well against board-based decks. So talking about like Hero Power Mage, I think that deck is something like 26 minions in the deck, only 4 spells. So, they're putting stuff on the board and they're kind of counting on that chip damage from minions as well as, the other things that the decks do. Hunter, definitely more board-based now than it was when Quest Hunter seemed to be the more popular deck. The beast buff version of Hunter, really putting a lot of minions in play and able to go wide very early. This deck is going to be able to deal with that. Specifically just a buffed Immolation Aura. You're going to be able to clear those beasts in the really wide boards. Also seeing more Warrior, both Pirate Warrior and Aggro Warrior, that just kind of uses the buffed stats on those Pirate cards to be able to overwhelm your opponent. This deck is going to be able to deal with it. We're able to keep the board clear with things like Immolation Aura, Fell Scream Blast, and Fell Barrage. And then we also have a lot of healing packed into the deck in the form of Fell Scream Blast. We've got Chaos Leech, Aldrachi Warblades, and then of course the Warblades. We're buffing the attack of our hero with things like Chaos Strike and Fury. So able to keep the board clear, able to stay healthy. And then the win conditions for this deck, the general game plan that we have to be able to win games. First, we've got Jace Darkweaver. Replay all the fell spells that have been played in the game. So, we're going to play, and then Jace is going to replay for us things like Fury to increase hero attack. Same for Chaos Strike. Fell Barrage can get replayed. And then keeping in mind as well that Fell Barrage, if there are no minions on the enemy side of the board, this is actually going to hit their hero. So could actually just be 2 mana deal 4 to the enemy hero when they don't have a board. Also things like, Chaos Leech, Fell Scream Blast, and Immolation Aura are going to be able to be played extra times thanks to Jace Darkweaver. So when we're winning the game with Jace, kind of the way the game is going to go is you're playing your fell spells, increasing hero attack, doing chip damage, winning where you can on the hero, and then you play Jace, and you're going to get all that attack back. So, typically my games have been lasting, I think, roughly 9 to 10 turns. So if you make it to turn 10, Furies are going to be worth 4 damage each. You have Chaos Strikes that will give your hero an additional 2 attack for each one of those that you played. Fell Barrage could be going off again. So you're really going to be able to get a large amount of attack damage on your hero, 10, 12, 14, sometimes even 16 damage that you can hit your opponent with. It's a really solid finisher. One important thing to keep in mind here, when we play Jace, we're really just playing him to replay all the fell spells that have been played. The body of the card itself is not important. It's only a 7/5. When you play this and all of, like the Fell Scream Blasts, the Chaos Leeches, and the Immolation Auras, by the time that those spells have all been replayed, our 7/5 is also going to be dead. The 7/5 is never going to get to hit our enemy in the face, so we never really want to be counting on that damage to be able to end the game. But still very strong to be able to replay all of those spells. Also, Metamorphosis. This is a fell spell. Play Metamorphosis, use it twice. That's going to be 8 damage. And then it's also going to get replayed by Jace Darkweaver. So just another little combo there in the deck with those 2 cards. The second win condition is going to be Il'gynoth and the OTK combo. Just a note here, you're likely not going to be able to get the really big OTK numbers that you've seen in other versions of Demon Hunter decks. Typically what I find is I'm hitting for 18. Consistently, I can piece together some type of Il'gynoth combo that's going to let me do 18 damage to my opponent. Typically it's enough just because we've been chipping away at him all game long. You can get 24 somewhat consistently, but a lot of times you're having to use your individual combo pieces just to clear the board. So you're having to use like a Arcanist Fell Scream Blast or a Thalnos Fell Scream Blast to clear and to heal a little bit. You might have to use Moarg Immolation Aura to clear your opponent's board, because again, we're expecting a lot of board-based decks. The thing to keep in mind here is, in order to get the Il'gynoth combo, in a lot of cases, you're going to need to hopefully discount the combo cards with like Skull of Gul'dan, Fellgorger, or Sigil of Alacrity. So if you have discounted combo pieces in your hand, you really want to try to play greedy with those. Try to use the full price copies first. There is such a thing as being too greedy. You know, if you're dead, you're never going to be able to win the game. So sometimes you have to play those discounted pieces, but just kind of keep that in mind. You know, Il'gynoth was nerfed to 6 mana, I guess, maybe, I don't know, what, a month, 6 weeks ago. But you think Il'gynoth, 1 Artificer, and 1 Talented Arcanist is going to be 10 mana, and then you don't have a mana to be able to play the Fellscream Blast. So something's going to have to get discounted in order to be able to hit that 18 damage threshold. It's going to happen consistently. You just have to be careful and be greedy about playing those discounted combo pieces in order to make that happen. So that's going to be the win conditions of the deck. That's the general game plan of how we're going to approach these games. You know, keep the board clear, stay healthy, and then come down with a big Jace turn and or a big Il'gynoth turn. Some games might require you to really play both of your heavy hitters to be able to get through and finish them off. But the deck has been performing really, really well. I think the only archetype I've come up against that just feels absolutely miserable is Libram Paladin. Libram Paladin does seem to be kind of on the comeback. They have a lot of healing, and then you have to remove the Divine Shields in order to be able to remove their big minions. It's definitely a challenging matchup. But other than that, this deck is positioned just in a really, really good place. Don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and now we're going to move into some gameplay.
Kurtress versus Illidan. This ends now. I cannot rest until Anatheron falls.
We're really looking for card draw here. I'm going to keep the Fellgorger. Hopefully we can hit like a Sigil of Alacrity, Chaos Strike. Okay. Take it. No quest here. It's possible that this is actually a mirror. Could also be Death Rattle. There's some Death Rattle Demon Hunter lists that are going around right now. Gonna get that off the board.
You don't pick the one, snake.
It's unfortunate. We're never going to be able to outcast that from the left. Jace is going to be blocking our outcast of the Skull of Gul'dan here, but it's fine. It's looking like this is not a Death Rattle list. At this point, I really don't know what we're playing against and what our win condition is. It's a good turn to go ahead and get this down, though.
I have nothing left but this power!
Onto the coin.
Muzzle their magic!
Crunchy like bones! have enough mana. Alas, poor warlock.
It's a good top deck for him. I feel like we just about have to be playing another Fell Demon Hunter list. Let's see. Just go Arcanist Fell Scream. Let's clear the board and heal up a little bit.
On.
I bet you can do this!
Just missed 4 damage because I'm an idiot, not paying attention.
Alas,
There's the second skull for him. That's actually a huge misplay. I have no idea what I was thinking. But it does happen from time to time. That's just really unfortunate. But at least I know if I lose this game that it was totally my fault because I was playing poorly. I do take comfort in that. Golganoth. It's our turn to toss the cards. It's really good. Those are all good, as a matter of fact.
Practicing!
At last!
So we need second Arcanist, and we need the second Fell Scream Blast, and we can hit him for 18, but he's going to have the ability to be able to heal some here. He's definitely going to heal.
Now I am complete.
We played 1 Fury, 1 Chaos Strike. Fury is 3, Chaos Strike is 5, 6, 7, 8. We could hit him for 16 just by playing Golganoth. It's actually the second Fell Scream Blast. Kind of feel like we have to here. It's not going to be the greatest Jace in the world, but our back is a little bit against the wall. We just need to be able to survive.
Amidst the
Be able to
flames,
survive just long enough to be able to piece together the combo.
I've been practicing!
I have nothing left but this power!
I have 4. Really close to being able to kill him here. Have 4. He only have 2 minions, in which case this would only be another 4. Should have a 2-turn lethal if nothing else. I mean, we can just ditch the immolation aura and play Skull. Likely hit what we need to be able to kill him the following turn. Just need to also be able to not die here.
Crunchy like bones.
You don't pick the wand, see?
Time grows short.
Let's see. Still have lethal here. Let's see, 4 puts him at 10. I think we still have lethal.
My hunt goes on. Warlocks, all the same.
They will never catch me.
It's the Arcanist. We definitely have lethal next turn. Just have to hope that we're not dead here.
Muzzle their magic.
Not many cards.
We're gonna have.
Please help me find
Oh yeah, he's only at 21.
my curse. Everyone!
Betcho Candoris.
Easy. So we were able to get the big 36 hit on that turn just because we had double discounted Moarg Artificer there. So you can kind of see how the OTK works on that. If you don't have discounted combo pieces, then you're never going to be able to hit that big a number. But when you do have them, you can hit that number. So BG's to our opponent there. He was playing, same concept as we were. Just a totally different list. Had some really strange choices in that deck. It's interesting. But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. See you guys next time.